Hey, yo, it's me, Pops Fan Marmalade, and you're watching the Comics-Related Madness Network. Uh-huh. So come get some. CromCon. CromCon.
If you're a fan of comic books and comic book conventions, Daytona Beach Comic Con needs to be on your list of must-attend events. It's a show that actually focuses on comic books. Imagine that! This year's event is happening on Saturday, September the 6th, and Sunday, September the 7th. Silverline creators will be there, so we'll see you at the show. There's a new convention in town, and it's sure to be mega fun without the mega expense. Comics, toys, collectibles, pop culture. ShadowCon, Saturday, February 1st, 2025, in Orlando, Florida. Silverline creators will be there, so we'll see you at the show. If you find yourself in the Orlando area, and let's be honest, doesn't everyone come to Orlando for the House of Mouse? Head over to Coliseum of Comics to get your comic book fix. Be sure to check out their location on East Colonial Drive, where they carry a wide selection of independent comics, including Silverline books. Stop by and don't forget to tell them Silverline sent you. Hey, if you're an independent comic creator looking to get your comic printed, look no further than Kablam Digital Printing. They print our comics and do a fantastic job. They can even print special edition covers. When you reach out to them, be sure to tell them Silverline sent you.
Hi, this is Tim TK, host of That Silverline Show on Tuesday. Join us at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific every Tuesday night as we discuss pop culture and the joys of making comics.
Hi, I'm Barb Kilber, co-host of Silverline's Wednesday Wham. Join us each Wednesday nights as we discuss comics, literature, movies, and anything else that may catch our attention.
I'm Roland Mann, and I host Silverline's Silver Sunday. Join me every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern as we make mine Silverline.
Oh, did we lose our musical intro there?
Yeah, where's our theme?
It's like
where's
an
our
open
theme song?
The moment there, I'm like, oh no, my audio went out.
That's funny.
Oh, well, hello everyone. Welcome to Wednesday Wham. And for anybody in the LA area, please take care, be careful, stay away from the flames. And if you even have a hint that you may evacuate, don't wait. Yeah, I'd rather go and spend a night in a hotel and be wrong than get caught up in the congestion. So take care out
And
there.
if you have sprinklers, turn them on.
If there's any water left.
If there's any water.
Wow.
Right.
I mean, how much
But
water
I don't know,
are you using?
Ever seen that? Have you ever seen that picture of the? I don't know. It's somewhere in the California area.
Yeah. And
No. So there's a picture. There's a picture where there's one house standing in the neighborhood. And it's the only house standing in the neighborhood because the guy turned his sprinklers on before he left. So because the sprinklers were on, he kept his house safe.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know with that blowtorch winds blowing through there. I don't know if that's going to help this time.
Yeah,
That's
we I went to my dad's here a few months ago in the summer, late fall, or late summer, and we had a prairie fire. Some neighbor had a stump that had been smoldering for days, and all of a sudden the winds whipped up to 40, 45 miles an hour, not 100 miles an hour like they had out there.
Yeah.
And the embers caught the fields on fire and raced across my dad's farm. Fortunately, it was set-aside acres that he had put in prairie grass for the government. So it wasn't, he didn't lose anything, but but some prairie grass. But then he goes down to the government office because you have to burn your prairie grass like every 2 years, and he just did it that spring, and they go, well, we had a prairie fire, so it got burnt. Ah, you're not due.
Right.
It was a prairie fire.
Yes.
But God had other plans.
Yes, I'm sorry that we weren't due to burn it yet, but oh boy. Anyway, well, we have a fun show scheduled for you tonight. Good old government. We have a fun show. This is one of our most popular shows, and this is the round robin Q&A, where I ask the important questions of the day,
Right?
and get the responses of our expert panelists.
Right.
When are you bringing in the experts?
Yeah. Well, Tom isn't here. I was hoping that Tom would come on because he's a lot of fun.
He said he would. He might come.
No,
by,
not
yeah.
Tom. Not Tom. Me. I meant Tom.
No,
Tom
I know. I thought I saw something where Tom Mason said he might come in too, but I could be misremembering. But
Tom Mason thought it was Tommy. I thought it was Tommy Florimonte that he's going to come.
He did say he was going to come in too, but I was thinking she said Tom, not Tommy.
Yeah,
I make the distinction.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
yeah. I'm saying Tommy.
Yeah.
The first big question I have for you tonight, and we'll do. Everybody's got to answer in some way, shape, or form.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be too serious, but you have to answer.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm. Would you rather be able to fly or breathe underwater? Rob?
Fly. Yep. Yes, I would. I can swim already.
Yeah, but breathing underwater.
Yeah, but I can't fly. So I think I would have more fun with that than I would with breathing underwater. I live in the middle of Missouri. I got to drive 2 hours south to get to any big water. So to the Lake of the Ozarks. So yeah, water's not going to do me much good, but flying, yeah, that'd be cool.
How about you, Kaz?
I think it depends on where I am in my mental state in life. Like if I'm trying to get away from it, I think I want to breathe underwater because most people don't go, to certain points underwater. But if I just want to travel, so much of the world is like if I just want to efficiently go from place to place, I think I would want to fly. So right now in my life, I'd want to fly. But I think when I was a kid, I'd probably want to go underwater and just be away from
water. Okay.
How about you, Martin?
Fly. Definitely fly. I'm A-Pops. Yep. Yeah, I'm not big on swimming, and I don't care for the weird creatures under the water. So I'll go fly.
My son, a 6'4", built like a brick soldier. He looks like a Dorito.
Sinks like a brick.
Yeah. Well, no, he swims, but unless it's crystal clear water in the swimming pool, it's a no-go. Anything that might have animals in it.
Something might be alive.
Yeah, for me, it's the temperature.
Yeah.
I don't like cold water.
Yeah. He has a big
hot
phobia.
Outside, man. I'm telling you.
Like you could, his wife had a chance to go swimming with whale sharks, and he had said, "I would snap my own neck first."
No, I have to be like in the zone of overheating, and the water has to be up here in Canada. The water has to be warmed up by like beginning of August. So like, Well,
I've had flying dreams my entire life, so I guess that gives that away.
Yep.
All righty. Another one. Movie franchise. Should this one end or continue? The John Wick films.
Are you any of us or?
Yeah, I have no opinion because I haven't watched any of them.
End or continue?
They could end as far as I'm concerned because I haven't seen them.
Now, when you say the
I
movie,
don't know that.
Franchise.
now when you say the movie franchise, do you mean movies starring John Wick or the world of John Wick?
It could be I would say the world of John Wick, because if I say like the MCU franchise, that's got a world of
That's
possibilities.
everything. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it should continue. I think that is a very cool world, and there are stories in it that you could tell that don't even revolve around John Wick per se, and you would still have a very interesting, good story to tell. That's just my opinion.
Martin, have you seen any of the John Wick?
I have
Keanu
not
Reeves.
seen any of them.
Break it apart.
But
What is
Keanu Reeves is I like him as an actor. But I've not seen it. But then the other question I have is, how many more dead people can you see?
Wait, say that one more time. How many?
How many what?
How many more dead people can you see?
Yeah. Well, and see, that's my issue too. I loved the first couple of John Wick movies, but then like 3 and 4 is like, okay, blood, blood, pow, pow, blood, pow, pow, blood, blood, dead, 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 dead. And if all of the franchises were going to be like that, I'd be like, been there, done that. You would have to have more of a plot than just,
There's
endless killing.
There's a plot.
Yeah, it's to kill everybody.
It's tiny, right? It's tiny. I mean,
That
I really think it really depends on, I don't. If you would, that's why I asked the distinguishing question before. If you asked me if I wanted to see John Wick again, I think they told the story.
You would have to assume that the franchise, any character in that franchise, you would just be more of the same, because that's what the franchise is about.
No, that's not true. Think about
they're a bunch of assassins.
I can't support
not
or
everybody
dispel
is
that. I
doing
have
so.
not seen them. So
That's why it's such a cool world. The tailor was not an assassin, right? Like the concierge wasn't an assassin.
Oh, that's an exciting movie.
It could be. It could be though. How did they get to that point? Like there's so many people.
Can you recommend a good restaurant?
I mean, he has to be acquainted with assassin services though. So that's a different beast, right? You're not asking what restaurant to go to. You're basically asking, how can I get a bulletproof
AK-47s out there?
Right. Like it's an interesting world. I think, again, I think they've told John Wick's story. If they bring him back, it should only be in a flashback, right? Like I think shouldn't
that could be interesting. That could be interesting.
And no spoilers. I'm sorry if people haven't seen it. But
I haven't. What I've read of it, it's very. There's a lot of very good comments about the John Wick series, but I know absolutely nothing about it. I haven't seen any of them.
I love
they haven't popped up in my path, so I just haven't seen them. It's not because I don't want to see them.
Okay, well, has everybody here seen Jurassic Park?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I read
the original, and one of the follow-ups.
Should there be more, or have we just about run the gamut?
That's a world where I don't know what story you could tell anymore. I mean, like it's just so
world domination. Aren't we already there?
It's
the same story over and over again.
Yeah.
It's the whole butterfly effect thing. Yeah, butterfly. No.
Now if they can turn it.
Yeah.
Now if they can turn it on its head and make dinosaurs into like helping animals, and then.
I say that. I don't know. I think you're right, Martin. If you completely flipped it, like, they've accepted dinosaurs now, and now dinosaurs are like domesticated or some weird.
I gotta walk my pterodactyl.
Yeah,
we
I'm
go
gonna walk my velociraptor.
To, like, it's now, right? I don't know, but I don't know. I do think that both Jurassic Park and John Wick would have made great graphic novels, though. Like when you really think about what they do in those movies, like they would have made. I think you could have made a really good
Depending on the
graphic
artist.
novel
There is a
book.
John Wick comic.
Depending on the artist. Yeah,
Is it?
there
Did it
is.
come out
Yeah.
before the movie though?
No, I think
Before the
Right,
movie?
that's
I don't know
what-
about.
I
I don't know
think
about
it's time.
before.
What I'm trying to
think it
say
came-
is I think I wouldn't have been surprised if John Wick was a graphic novel before it, just based
Oh,
on
okay.
the kind of came out, like, and what they're doing in it. How they even, man, the fourth one, you didn't like the fourth one, Bob? The dragon fire, how the scene overhead, that whole thing, that would have made some great comic panels. Like,
Are we talking Jurassic Park now?
no, oh, sorry, I went back to John Wick. Sorry.
John
He's-
Wick, Dragonfire and John Wick?
Well, you know, when they fire the shotguns and it's like a more of a fire.
Oh, I didn't see number four.
Flamethrower
because
type.
I was
Oh.
done with it by.
She was done by
after
the
number
time 4
3.
came out.
I got through
So
number 3.
now
and
we're
I'm
on
like,
Jurassic Park. Come on, get with it, Cassie.
I know. I'm slow. I'm sorry.
all right. I'm just here to say I love all of you. Hi, Lori.
We love you back.
Hey, Lori.
Okie dokie. Did you ever think you had superpowers as a kid?
Yes.
I wanted desperately to believe that I could achieve that, but I can never find it.
Happy New Year to you too. All right, Rob,
Mhm.
explain. What did you think your superpower was?
I thought I had like Peter Parker's spider sense.
Good.
Not really.
Yeah.
I could tell when something bad was going to happen, or I could tell when something bad had happened that wasn't close to me. So it was, yeah. And I sometimes still get that. I still sometimes
That eerie
get that
feeling that.
yeah, that feeling something's wrong somewhere.
Mhm.
And then later, and sometimes it's even associated with a person or a place. And then I find out later, yeah, something happened with that person or place. So yeah, I've had some, yeah, and it still occasionally happens with it. I feel it happened more when I was a kid. So yeah, yeah.
Lori says, you ever get that feeling and randomly call a family member?
Mhm.
Yes.
My mom does all the time.
It doesn't. It isn't always right. It isn't always something, but but enough of the time that it's kind of weird.
How about you, Martin? Did you ever think as a kid that you had some kind of a superpower?
I don't know. I don't think I thought I had a superpower, but I mean, like Rob, I had some premonitions here and there that seemed to come true on occasion. A couple times when a superpower answered some requests.
How about you, Kaz?
But that wasn't me.
No, I don't think I ever had it. I always wanted it though. So I would always think, well, if I could just concentrate hard enough on something, or if I could imagine something, like just
focus
put all my brain, and focus really intently on making a ball appear, I can do it, right? But so I've always wanted the thing, but never assumed that I had the thing. Right?
Yeah, I always tried my mental powers at shows. Bye.
Yeah.
So like Cassisi, I did have one thing I always tried to do. I never wanted to get up out of my parents' bed to go to my own bed. I wanted to float to my bed.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
So you
it
wanted
never
to fly.
it never happened. Except when my dad carried me, but
I was convinced that I could change reality falling down the stairs. And I mean, I would sit there and I would look around me and I would imagine stuff. I had a very vivid imagination. Even I still do. I dream very vividly. It got me into trouble once because I was sitting in 3rd grade, I think, and I went into I daydream like nobody's business. I'm a master daydreamer, and I'm sitting here and I'm sitting at my desk, and I decided I was going to enclose my desk in a little tiny little house. So I'm sitting here and I'm drawing with my pencil. I'm drawing like this, and I put a little window in, and then I'm totally in my own little world. And pretty soon I realized that the teacher is talking. Barb, are you okay? And everybody's staring at me because I'm over here just drawing.
Oh my God.
In my own little world, like, Hi. Are you okay?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I can identify with that. I can identify with that. I was a daydreamer too.
I still
I
am.
think that's ADHD though. You know, I would probably have been
Me too.
diagnosed with that when
I
I was
was.
a kid.
I think I still have some of that. They're
Yeah,
very.
me too. Me too.
So this explains why we're all into comics.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Yes.
probably. Did you ever have an imaginary friend?
Several. Oh, I got a good one on this one.
No.
Oh yeah. So when I was little, I had two imaginary friends. They had names Jackie and Jack Wilson, Taki and Jack Wilson. And so now this was before. This was like before. Well, hang on. I'll explain. So I dreamt. So I was young. So I would have been like maybe 5 or 6, maybe somewhere in there. So I always imagined that I was Spider-Man, and I would always be running around with a black Spider-Man and a red Spider-Man, and I was the main Spider-Man. And then later on comes Carnage and Venom.
Yeah.
But I had that imagination before they even existed. So I have no idea if that was a premonition on that, but hey, it was what it was.
How about you, Kaz? You ever had an imaginary friend when you
I
were
can't,
growing up?
and I wanted to think really hard about that, because imaginary friend can be a lot of things. So I can't say that I did. I think as a kid, I was a very kind of quiet to some degree. I guess I was not quiet when I was super little, but I guess I always wanted friends, and I didn't necessarily have imaginary ones. I wasn't focused on imaginary friends more than those real people that I wanted to be friends with, I guess.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I don't think I ever had imaginary friends yet.
Rob?
Nope.
But if you were to
Have
ask,
any?
did I talk to myself a lot? That's a lot different.
Well, yeah, that's different.
Well, when I
If
wasn't
you're your own imaginary friend,
Right.
that's different.
Right. There you go.
exactly when I wasn't stuck in my own head, I had a brother who was very close to me in age, so we were only like 19 months apart. So I didn't need an imaginary friend. I
Right.
had
Yeah,
my own.
that was kind of my situation too. My younger sister is only a year and 3 weeks younger than me. So
Mhm.
yeah, we were each other's playmates for quite a while. In fact,
Right.
at a certain point, everybody thought we were twins.
Oh, so
So
close. Yeah.
yeah, because we were so
I-
close in age.
So I am a twin to a girl.
Oh, this
So,
is something I
yeah.
did not know.
Yeah, and then my younger sister is 3 days less a year.
Lori, that is entirely possible. I've heard that more than once that
Yes.
single child, and there was 3 of us in my family. I had a much younger sister, but
I had a cousin
I
who
don't
was an
know.
only child, and he
No.
had 2 imaginary friends, Pocky and Blooch.
Blooch.
Okay.
That is
Pocky
cool.
and Blooch
Pocky-
were
Pocky and Blooch.
his friends, and they hung out with him all the time. So I think there's a lot to that about only children being the ones with imaginary friends.
I mean, I was
Oh,
the only
Yeah, I think
child
there's
for a
something to
long
that.
time and didn't really. I don't think that just.
Well, I had my 2 sisters and my brother, and I still had imaginary friends. So
Yeah, it's not
I don't know.
not a guarantee,
Yeah,
but I think it happens more often with only children because they certain of that type want
Yep.
want a sibling or a playmate. So
I
yeah.
would say that's true for sure. Yeah, wanting that next person.
So they create it. So in their mind they create it. Yep.
Okie doke. We're going to go back to the movie franchise thing for a minute. What is not currently a franchise that you think should be a franchise?
oh,
I had one in my
Hey, balloons.
Wow, that's
that was
weird.
different.
That was strange. How did that happen? I can't. I had one in my mind, but I can't think of what it was. Let everybody else go first. Maybe it'll come to me because
Can I ask
there's one out there.
clarifying question? Can we
Yeah.
say that it was attempted, but it failed, and now you want it to be a franchise?
You want to
Does that
reboot it? Sure, sure. Let's throw that in there.
okay?
Yeah.
I
What
would
would you
say
like to see?
Starship Troopers should be done well. I think
Yeah.
every attempt of it has been done so horribly that it's, but it could be so good. So
I
I
actually
believe.
liked Starship Troopers,
Oh
you know,
no!
and people,
Stop! Ah! Wait.
but I mean, obviously it could have been done better, but I like the whole concept.
Yeah, it's a good concept, right? And
Yeah.
did you read the book?
No,
Oh
I didn't.
gosh, that's
It's
why.
Heinlein. It's Heinlein, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it
Yeah, which
is.
is
I mean,
it's one of my
how
favorite
can you
science
screw up
fiction
Heinlein?
writers.
But they did.
Oh, they
Um,
did so
but
horribly. Yeah.
yeah, but I really like the concept of it, and I would have loved to have seen that go farther. I would like to see, well, obviously there's super mega tons of Star Wars and Star Trek
hmm
spin-offs, and in that those are
Mhm.
two massive franchises.
hmm
I would have liked to seen more in the Battlestar Galactica universe.
Oh, that's interesting.
Some
Happy New
spin-offs.
Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, Tommy.
more in the franchise. I mean, they had a whole galaxy to play with. Come on.
That's
Yeah.
true. They could have told a lot of stories.
Yeah,
Actually.
Cylons. Come on.
Yeah, I enjoyed the reboot. I liked the reboot. It was very dark, as it should be.
Mhm.
You know. So, yeah, I'm trying to think. Here's one that that they attempted, and it essentially failed, but I thought should have gone on, and that's John Carter of Mars.
I was just gonna
Ah,
say that
Yeah,
one too.
John Carter of Mars.
Really?
I thought that the movie was very well done, but the problem was it was promoted very poorly, and part of that was the fact that the politics at, I guess it was Disney, wasn't it? That Disney changed in between when it was greenlit and when it actually went to the screen. So the person that came in afterwards didn't care whether it did well. In fact, by kind of spiking it kind of gave the big middle finger to the guy who had greenlit it. So yeah, but I thought it was an excellent movie.
I thought it was fun.
That didn't get the props it deserved. I have a copy of it, and I watch it every once in a while, and I go,
Hmm.
man, this would have been a great series of films.
How about
Yeah.
the Pern
So-
books?
The what books?
The Pern books, the Dragon Riders of Pern.
Yeah, those would be good. Yeah.
Those be or East and West, yeah. Starship, Tommy. Yeah, I think there's a lot of possibilities for good franchises out there that just haven't been done well.
Ender's Game is another one that I wish they.
Orson Scott Card.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. The politics aside, I think.
Yeah, politics aside,
Right,
we
the
don't
book,
we
yeah.
don't
Well, there's
dabble
some
in politics.
politics in Starship Troopers too.
I know. But if they had done it, if they had stuck closer to the book, there's
You
so
think it would have been? you think
Obviously, this really
because there was-
bothers Cass.
It
there was
does.
a point. There was a point that Heinlein was trying to make with that
Mhm.
book, that it didn't get made. It did get made properly in the movie
Well, they
version.
completely glossed over it.
Did they?
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
they ever? Did they ever do a Hardy Boys movie franchise or TV
It
show?
was a
TV
TV
shows,
series.
yeah,
It was a TV series
Sean
back in the
Cassidy and
70s,
Parker
60s, 70s.
Stephen
Parker Stevenson
Yeah.
and
Sean Cassidy.
yeah. Yes, yeah.
Mhm.
Was it Sean?
Yes.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's right. It was the younger brother.
Mhm.
Right. And one I would love to see made, this isn't a franchise, it's a movie. It's Heinlein's Stranger in a Strange Land.
You think that's a single movie? You're saying
Or maybe 2 or 3.
they would
but
probably brought
Like
up.
they did with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they try to make it into a trilogy. I don't know that it needs the trilogy treatment. I think the story could be done in a good long movie, like a 2.5 hour,
movie. Okay, yeah.
2.5 to 3 hour movie could probably do it, I think, and hit all the right points. But it's my favorite Heinlein book. Another one would be Moon. The Moon is a Harsh Mistress.
Mm.
Another really good one.
Okie dokie. Now for something fun. If you were stranded on a desert island with only one food to eat for an entire year, what would it be?
Clarifying question. We can't die. I mean, are we malnutrition, all that stuff? We don't have to consider that.
You always ask clarifying
Because
questions.
that changes your answer, right? Like
No, you can't die. You're gonna
Okay.
you just got one food to eat.
You're a Highlander immortal.
Okay. Golden berries.
What? What the hell is that?
I know.
Golden
I know. You should try them if you have them in your
Golden
area.
berries.
Golden berries. Yeah. I don't know. I
I've
think they're
never
another
even
form
heard
of a
of them.
cranberry. I don't know.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
We're not
Yeah,
talking like
I have some in my
dreamberries.
refrigerator right now.
We're not talking like dreamberries from ElfQuest.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look for those the next time I go to the grocery store.
I've never seen them any place, but I'm sure they have them everywhere, and I've just never looked for them. But they look like little cherry tomatoes, right? But they're yellow, and I think they must be another cranberry. They're like really sweet and tart.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. You don't.
And I live in the cranberry capital of the world here in Wisconsin. But yeah, I don't like cranberries. Hi, Pops. All right, golden berries. I'm gonna have to look for those. How about you, Rob?
Yeah. On a desert island.
Yeah.
I don't know. There'd be coconuts, and I like coconuts. So, but
you could have anything.
right. Well, that's it. That's the thing. I love seafood, so there'd be that already too. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't ever given that any thought. Come back to me. Maybe I'll think of something. How about you, Martin?
Hamburgers.
For a solid year of hamburgers.
Absolutely, 100% hamburgers.
Well, you're getting your protein, which is better.
Oh yeah,
I can't have them because I'm allergic to red meat.
Yeah.
That sucks. I'm telling you. Can't eat pork. Can't eat beef.
Pork's not red meat.
Sure, Lori. I mean, we're fairly loose here
because it's a mammal. It's a mammal.
You can go with a charcuterie board. I'm going to go with bagels and cream cheese. So,
well, that'd work.
Just made a charcuterie board.
That's kind of
3 actually.
And catch some fish and so you can have a few lox as well.
Yeah,
that's right. Smoke a little fish there, and you can have lox and bagels.
Yeah,
there you go. Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, I love
maybe some sardines.
I could eat that for a solid year. You bet. Yeah. So, okay.
Oh, I know. Quisp cereal.
Quisp. Right.
Really?
They don't
a
even
whole
make it
year.
anymore.
But a whole year.
I would eat it for a year, man. If I had coconut milk and Quisp cereal, I'm good. I'm good, man. I love that stuff.
Sardines. What the hell is Quisp cereal?
It was a 1960s Quaker Oats cereal. They had Captain Crunch, Quisp, and Quake. And they were all similar in flavor, but
Captain Crunch, I got you there.
Quisp was like little bowl shapes, like little half moon shapes.
Oh.
And it was crispy, but if you put half and half on it, OMG.
You look like you recall the taste, right?
Oh, I do, man. I love those. I can live for a year on those. Okay.
I do vaguely remember the bowl shape, but I didn't know what they were called.
And you can get them, but Quaker still makes them, but they're hard to get.
Yeah, we lived on Wheaties and Captain Crunch. So, all right, clown, creepy or funny?
Depends.
Yeah. Is it Pennywise or is no? Okay.
It really
Is it
depends.
Pennywise the
Clarify.
Joker, or is it? Yeah.
Context is everything. No, yeah. So if it's a clown at a circus, funny. If it's a clown walking on the street,
Why is it that funny too? What changed?
just
I have never liked any kind of clown. Not a clown person.
What about
I don't
mimes?
care- I don't care if it's Bozo the clown or Ronald McDonald. Nope.
Ah,
I don't mind mimes. I was a mime in high school in a drama class. I was, yeah.
But mimes are a type of clown.
Yeah.
No, that said, I actually saw Marcel Marceau live. I don't know if you know.
Ooh,
I know
that
who
was-
is.
He was well up there in his. He
I was
was
gonna
already in
say,
his
how old
70s,
was
but
he? Yeah.
it was unbelievable. Like
mimes
you're
are
just like
worse.
the mimes are worse.
Mimes are worse.
Yeah, but he was fantastic. Like I don't think he painted his face. Maybe he did. I don't remember. But
he did, and he had. I think he did something
Right.
with his eyebrows.
he
if
did
I
like a
remember.
triangle above
Yeah.
and below.
Two little
That's
dots
Yeah.
on his face.
and the
But
little
he
dots.
was-
Yes.
But
Like-
that's not as scary as some
No.
friggin' guy in a big fluffy hair,
Yeah.
red hair, and feet the size of a pontoon boat. You know, it's just ugh.
It's really weird. I think the visual of a clown actually takes and maybe it's just timing or personality type, but it takes away from the comedic thing of a clown. But a mime, I've watched some mimes and I can actually laugh at,
Yeah.
what a mime is doing, but a clown it just doesn't. That's
Too
why
much noise. Too much noise.
I think it is. That's why I think they do well as scary characters, right? Like as opposed
Pennywise.
to like a comedic character. But I
I
don't know.
do not like clowns. All right. We're good. If you haven't
As a
noticed,
mime or a clown.
we're on a franchise kick tonight, and we're just kind of throwing in other things around the franchise. Back to end or continue.
Mhm.
Transformers.
Yes, if they could do it right. If they could do it right. No, I can't. If they could do it right.
Kaz is very passionate about it.
Because that's my 80s. That's my jam. G.I. Joe, Transformers. If they could just get it right. And it's not even hard.
No, it's not. Yeah.
It's not even hard. But they just keep trying to do all this. I mean,
Just make it Adventure Tales.
right. The people who are going to go see it are the people who grew up in the 80s with
Yeah.
it. So stop trying to please everybody else.
That's a whole other discussion. Is a lot of times they take this thing that people love, go, okay, we got the Transformers license, now we can do it, and let's see what can we change. Why are you changing it?
Yeah.
Just show us cool cars that transform and go on adventures.
Right, and with the graphics that we have now, that's some pretty cool stuff, man.
Well,
It's fun. Is what
every
they can
single
do,
Transformers movie has been fun, but I'm so sick of the pillow-lipped girls. I mean, come on.
Pillow-lipped girl.
Make a Baroness movie from G.I. Joe.
That'd be interesting. I mean, if they could tell a story. They can't tell the story of G. They either focus on eye candy. That's what they either focus
G.I.
on.
Joe or Transformers?
Yes.
Both? Oh, okay. All right.
Both.
Channing Tatum and
They
Megan,
look, yeah.
they're casting
All
like
the girls have been stung in the lip by a wasp, you know.
they're not even focused on a story. Like it's like, do you even know who these characters
The
are?
the first one was pretty good because they did kind of touch on that story.
Did they?
Yeah, but the first two weren't too bad.
Oh, first two Transformers or first two G.I. Joe movies?
First two Transformers. I haven't seen the G.I. Joe movies. I have no clue whether they were any good or not. What little I've seen of them looks like they're kind of campy, over the top BS. But I don't know.
They took how do you mess up Snake Eyes? Like one of the most beloved characters yet.
Did they make him talk?
I mean, they gave his whole backstory.
Yeah, but did they make him talk?
I think they did in his backstory movie. I think in the beginning of it. I mean, he didn't in the G.I. Joe movies.
Right.
But in his origin movie, right? Like, but even in, we're not gonna talk about it.
You got him wound up tonight, Barb.
I'm so sorry.
Right question.
To do Snake Eyes right, you have to go and get the silent issue.
Oh my god.
Well, I know how to wind Kaz up from now on.
Mhm.
Poke the bear.
80s. Hit those 80s.
He-Man.
Kaz writes a Baroness movie, sells it to Amazon, makes $1 million, sponsors Path of the Pale Rider for life.
You know, I would do it too. I'd do it.
I backed it.
That's right. I backed it too. I would do it
too. All righty. Well, we're gonna give Kaz a chance to breathe here for a minute before we go to the next one.
It's probably gonna wind me up now.
Yeah. Do you guys any of you do animal impressions? And if so, what?
Oh, I guess a cat. Meow. Probably the only.
Yeah.
Okay, Martin, you're on.
Oh boy. Well, I'll line this one up with a joke. So, and the joke of my own making. So, what does the selfish cow say? Me.
I like that the face got into it. You really got into character to do that.
But yeah, I do a mean cow, and I also can copy my sheep. Let me see. Stormy, my sheep that looks like a basketball. Let's see if I can get his angry cry. Hang on. So sometimes when he's like meh, meh, meh.
How about you, Rob?
That's pretty accurate. It's
there you go. Not too bad.
Oh my god, what is going on?
Well, I do a stellar cow as well. So you gotta.
Yeah, screaming goats, but right. Yeah.
The technique.
Somebody tuning in right now is
right. It's like, what is going on? What are they doing? What's going on? That's amazing.
Somebody drops in the middle of this at this time, they're gonna go. They've lost their minds.
they're making cow noises.
Oh my god!
What is that?
Somebody kill that pig. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
That was a squealing pig.
I had a friend who could do a perfect elephant. A perfect elephant. I can't do it.
Wow.
Okay.
How about a giraffe? Anyone can do a giraffe?
No.
Do they make noise?
I can do a cougar. You gotta scream like a woman.
You're alarming my dog. Oh no.
No, they're probably scream like, what the heck is going on?
Okay, this is for Martin because I know Martin would love this one. What cryptid is most likely to be real?
Oh.
What cryptid?
Yeah.
What cryptid would be most likely to be real? Yeah. So I'll go with Bigfoot. Oh yeah. That's an easy one.
Yeah.
Bigfoot. Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
Yeah.
So you really think Sasquatch is out there? He's kind of like the Loch Ness monster.
Oh yeah. Well, so now I can give my rationale as to why.
Yes. Yeah, you just can't.
Other than the rock that flew at me once, but no. Well, I've done a little bit of research. I've done a bit of research on it, and the thing that's getting me about the research that I've done is that everybody has the same story, even though they're all from different locations on the planet. all these people have the exact same story of the exact same kind of things happening over and over again, and there's documented evidence of various tree structures and stuff like that are inexplicable, but they're common. So yeah, I don't know.
Goat and bridles.
And there's a lot of videos. But there's a lot of videos on YouTube that if you go and look and watch a couple of them, and you string them. I mean, like 1, 2, 50. Now you're starting to go, okay, now there's something going on.
That's with UFOs too, though.
So, but yeah, I mean, there's a certain point where it's like, okay, there's something strange going on here, and it's all too common. So
well, giant bones have been found of humanoids, but they're ancient. They're buried in their archaeologists have found them, but I don't know that they're still alive today. They could be. I mean, who knows? Especially in the deep woods of Canada or Alaska. Who knows? It's possible. Yeah, they could be.
There aren't many places on Earth though that are still unexplored.
Yeah, I don't know. There's
the deep ocean.
That's why I think any type of Leviathan or Loch Ness, I think those are likely to be real, right? Because we just haven't explored enough of it to know. And we
can't get down. We can't get down deep enough for a lot of this stuff.
Well, there's the coelacanth, the weird looking fish that they thought was a myth. They actually found one time. So yeah, there's stuff down, especially in the deep ocean.
Yeah,
Lord knows what's down there, man.
Deep sea creatures, I think, are likely to have, in some form been a real thing.
Yeah. There's some creepy looking stuff down there. I was going to say some different word, but
so when you say cryptid, does that also include
like the Jersey Devil?
What was the
Beast of Bray Road?
Momo the monster.
What was I thinking?
Missouri monster.
I lost it.
He's
Sorry.
essentially Sasquatch.
You were talking about ants.
I'm gonna go with ancient aliens. I think the aliens visited the Earth a long time ago.
Would you say that's a cryptid though? Like, would you?
Yeah, it's a myth. It's a legend.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one that has some possibilities to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's just some weird things out there that are unexplainable, that people have, primitive races have done pictures of. They're like, what the heck were they looking at,
Yeah, there's some sections of the Bible that have sequences in them that could be interpreted as, ancient aliens. So, yeah.
I mean, it's just weird in a time where people didn't write, it's not like old fiction, right? Like, so in a time where people are not writing for fiction, they're writing these things, and you're like, okay, well, dang,
pictures on cave walls of guys with round things on their heads,
space helmets, the Anunnaki, right. So do dinosaurs count as cryptids or no?
No, we know they exist.
No,
but do they are
no?
It would count if we found one today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we found one today, would that count as a cryptid, or is that still
lost,
kind of
like the Lost?
Oh, it would. Okay, all right. So
Kong's Island,
Sorry for that. Then, so I met a missionary. I met a missionary who went to Africa, and then she said this tribe that they were talking to, they talked about the dinosaurs that ate their kids.
Ooh,
it's probably a crocodile.
The dinosaurs that ate
no. Yeah, and then you could see up. She said then you could see up where the branches up where they were eating the branches from the river. So they were in the river, and then they would eat the branches. So they were tall enough, or their necks were long enough that they could eat the branches, and you could see where they had been eating the.
That's crazy.
Now that's interesting.
Yeah. So she didn't see them herself, but she said that the tribe that they were dealing with told them the stories. So
the world is a strange place.
Yes.
The universe is a strange place.
You're right. The universe is a strange place.
There's some
All right.
weird stuff out there, man.
New Jersey.
Back,
Jersey Devil.
back to the main theme of this one, our movie franchise question.
Okay.
Here we go.
Two of them. I'm going to throw two of them at you. Fast and Furious and Mission Impossible.
Okay, what about them?
Did they continue?
Skinwalkers, yes, the Skinwalkers, great one.
Mm.
Should they go on in other either the same forms as they already are, just another one and after another one, or spin-offs, or should they just end?
My vote. Fast and the Furious, the way the story was built, should end. Mission Impossible, the way that story is built, could go on continuously. The IMF can exist, and you could have new, bright
Agents.
Yeah, let's Tom Cruise.
Right. You could sunset Tom Cruise, and you could still have great stories in the IMF.
Yeah.
I don't know the way that Fast and Furious was built. I don't know. You know,
It's gotten so ridiculous now that it's just like, oh God, number 7, and what are they doing?
I mean, how many more of our
Slingshot.
do you
but there's
want?
just as many. But there's just as many Mission Impossibles, though. If you really think about it,
Yeah,
there's what 6 or 7 Mission
each
Impossibles.
each Fast and Furious is more ridiculous than the last. I mean, what are they going to
Right.
do next? Slingshot those cars around the sun? I
Right.
mean, come on.
Yeah, the way it's built on that. And so at some point it just runs out of relatability. Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just, you know what I mean? It's not the X-Men. I mean, these people are not like mutants. So even though they did a version where it was The Rock and Jason Statham's character, where the guy was like some sort of like android hybrid thing, you know, you're just kind of like,
Yeah. And I think they've done 7 of them so far. Oh,
Mission Impossible.
Mr. Phelps watching the tape recording I remember I watched those. I remember watching those.
Yeah,
So the cool thing about Mission,
they're available on Pluto.
Oh wait, Lori, it's coming. It's coming. They don't know what to do with Transformers, so I'm sure they'll throw them in Fast and the Furious and make money. Yeah, I'm sure they will. Yes, I'm sure they will. I mean, that's the next level, right? With Barbie, they're gonna have transforming cars, and that's how it's gonna work.
Oh, that's
and
right.
then you do Fast and Furious, Transformers, and GI Joe.
Yeah,
Baby wants
destroy it
attention
even
behind
more.
you. There he
He'll plop down in front of me. Yeah.
What's your opinion, Martin and Rob? I suppose you
About which what?
Vin Diesel driving Bumblebee.
It'll happen. It'll happen. Yeah.
So I'm with Cassisi. Mission Impossible can continue forever. Fast and Furious is kind of like it, unless they change it up. I think it's kind of run its course.
It's dead on arrival, as far as I'm concerned.
Run its course. Oh, okay. I would tend to agree with that. Yeah, I think Fast and Furious, and I haven't watched what little I've seen of them. I go, really?
Well, after number 3, I was done.
People are going back to see again and again. Really? Okay.
I mean, one was a pop for its time. A lot of people could relate to it, and the cars were cool, and the idea of him as
they were using cars from back when I was a kid.
Right.
I mean, some muscle cars.
Yeah,
I think the 60s and 70s
killed it. Kind of, even though it was cool, it killed it. And then
I had my own muscle car when I was.
Tokyo Drift kind of like shot itself off, blew its foot off. So, anyways,
I used to have an old
although the fourth one was kind of cool.
Yeah, bringing it back.
I do think Mission Impossible could survive with a little bit of a change up, because it's essentially just it's a whole genre of its own. It's a heist movie, more or less. That's what Mission Impossible is a heist. Somebody plans this elaborate thing to fool somebody, to steal something, to that's been done a million times. And you know what? I've only seen a couple that weren't interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Using
bringing a new team It could be.
Yeah.
It could keep rolling different
bring in some
storylines.
bring in some new characters that would
Mhm.
add some kind of weird twist on the whole thing. Yeah, I think it could be done.
Yeah,
But
I mean, it's kind of
racing
like,
cars down the street.
yeah,
I mean, come on, it's got to end.
And I think Mission Impossible is like the Star Wars franchise. The Star Wars franchise is innumerable stories in innumerable star systems. You know, they could tell stories in that franchise.
Realm,
I think.
in that
Yeah, I mean, what
universe.
we already had Ashoka and
Mandalorian,
the Mandalorian, which I loved. I mean, and these are all different characters that had nothing to do with Luke Skywalker, you know, and they were all good.
Yeah, and look what they've done with Star Trek. I mean, it's Discovery was not done for me, and I have absolutely no interest in it. Strange New Worlds,
Deep Space
Lower
Nine
Decks looks
Deep
like
Space
fun.
Nine.
Picard.
We need a new front man for Mission. Who?
I think it's so wide open.
David Tennant.
Ooh, I don't know. He's a good actor, so he could pull it off. I think it's so open with Mission Impossible, right? It's so open. Like it could be new.
Plug in almost anybody.
Yeah, as long as the story is good and like Rob's saying, the heist part of it is really good.
Yeah.
Right?
That's always the interesting part to me is, are they gonna is something gonna happen to blow it all up in their face?
It's kind of like Ocean's 11. That was a
that's a heist film too. Yeah,
heist film.
That's a heist
I
film
like
series.
heist films. Very much so. One last question, folks, and then we're gonna call it a day. We haven't had a food question yet, except for the island one.
Well, yeah. Is it another sandwich question?
No cilantro.
What got here? I'm looking.
Question while she's looking there, Cassisi. Does cilantro taste like soap to you?
Soap.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, some people it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
There's an
some
aversion
people,
for it.
their taste buds are different, and they taste it. It's very soapy. Or
it's soapy to me. It's soapy.
That doesn't happen to me, but I could see how it could. Okay, I'm sorry, Barb. I was doing it aside while you were
powered starships.
Okay, no, that's fine because I knew I had one here left, but I had to look through my list.
I do have the soap gene.
All right. Does pineapple belong on pizza, or should fruit not be allowed on pizza?
Ooh.
I mean, tomato is a fruit, right?
Tomato, yes.
Tomato is a fruit. Yeah.
That is the only exception. Is tomato. But I mean, like,
and bananas are a berry. So
yeah, should be.
So are watermelons.
I wouldn't go as far as to say that a fruit doesn't belong on a pizza.
No.
But I would say that I don't like pineapple or fruit tasting things on a pizza. But I couldn't, I've never had everything on a pizza before.
Lori, no.
I have to agree with her. It's an abomination. It's a bastardization of
no, man.
Well, she could be saying no as in she wants pineapple on there.
No.
Okay.
Pineapple on pizza is just fun.
Oh.
Now, do you guys know why I'm saying that?
You have two kids that love pineapple on pizza?
No.
You don't like pizza.
Wife?
You want to?
Nope. Do you know who invented pineapple on pizza?
A Canadian.
Joe Schmuck.
Correct.
We should have known.
They called it Hawaiian pizza, but it was invented by a Canadian. Never had a banana pizza. Me neither. No. Banana on a pizza. No, that's too far.
Banana on a pizza is too far, but pineapple on a pizza.
I think the problem with pineapple on pizza is that it doesn't go with tomato.
No.
Well, no,
Yeah, that's the problem with it for me.
But you wouldn't stick pineapple with tomato.
If it's put on a pizza using cinnamon and brown sugar and
That's a dessert pizza.
Yeah, make it into a dessert pizza. That's different. I can see
a
pineapple.
pizza.
I can see
A pizza
apple. I can
is a
see pear.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay,
I
so-
don't know
pizza
if
is
pizza
dough,
do well or not.
sauce,
But I could see those
moz,
doing
and some
well as pizza.
pepperoni. That's a
All
pizza.
right,
Not with
I would
tomato
think-
sauce on them.
I would
Not
think
with
the
tomato sauce
cheese.
and cheese.
This
No.
the cheese
So-
that
so-
probably ruins
So
it.
pineapple pizza,
Yeah,
pineapple
exactly.
pizza, or Hawaiian pizza is supposed to have ham, pineapple, cheese.
Pineapple cheese.
Yeah, so pineapple
Two
and
of,
cheese
two of
together
those
just
three
doesn't
things
works.
I'm
It
allergic
works.
to. So
work. No, I don't know. If
I
it
can't
works.
eat I can't eat cheese. I can't eat pizza. I can't eat ham. So yeah,
Gosh, so pizza is like kryptonite.
And you can't eat
it
and you
is
can't eat
kryptonite
red
to me.
beef.
The only thing
and
I
you
can
can't
eat
eat
on a
pork.
pizza is the tomato sauce and the bread. That's
And chicken,
it.
if you have chicken.
Chicken.
Could you do
But
you could do
I
chicken
don't
on a
care for
pizza?
chicken. Yeah, I can do chicken. But,
Well,
and they
well,
do make. Here's
okay.
the thing: they do make a vegan cheese
Yeah.
that's not too bad. They make a
Doesn't
mozzarella.
taste like
I've actually made
plastic.
pizzas with vegan cheese, and it's
Okay,
not
so
too
so
bad.
Plastic.
now what about what about with
No,
what is it?
actually not.
Anchovies on pizza.
That would be good. I could eat that.
I've never had them. I don't know how they taste. I've never had them. Yeah.
Never
They're
had them.
very-
Okay,
they're
it's
very
basically fish
fishy and
on
salty.
pizza. They're like little
I like
sardines.
They are
It's like
a lot
super
like
salty.
sardines.
Like I don't know what an anchovy. I guess
It's they're small fish.
Yeah, they're little tiny fish.
yeah, but fish tastes
In
like a lot of
oil.
different things.
Yeah. So
Fish is-
okay. So now just for fun, I went to Finland and my the family that we were visiting said, "Hey, come on in and have some pizza," and their pizza was flatbread
Yeah.
with some sprinkles of green stuff and a little bit of like cheese. And I was like,
Don't judge them, Martin. That's pizza too.
that wasn't pizza.
I've had spinach pizza. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Fish flavor salt. That's
Fish
what I thought.
flavor
Everybody
salt.
describes it as like really salty. Yeah. It might be good to me. I like salty things. So yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, you
Too
might
much.
like anchovies. They're kind of salty.
Anchovies, but not
No.
pineapple. Huh. Interesting.
Oh no, I like
Ooh.
pineapple
Too fishy.
separately. I like it separately, but not on a pizza. With
Yeah, but
those
not on a
things.
pizza. No,
Yeah.
it and the tomato sauce just don't go together for me. Tomato
I
sauce
don't
and
think
cheese.
pineapple should be anywhere near a pizza. It's just not.
No.
I'm kind of a purist where my pizzas are concerned.
Pizza purists.
Yeah. Although, and the New Yorkers would have an absolute fit on this. I love Chicago style pizza. And they're like, that's not pizza, that's a whole
It's like a
pie.
pie. Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
Well, that's what pizza means, guys. It's
know.
pie. Pizza
Yeah.
pie. It's all one word.
It's a
Pizza
meat
and pie,
casserole.
Same word.
Deep dish
Yeah.
pizza. Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not,
I'm all
that's
for
not a
that.
pizza.
Pie. Yeah,
That's a casserole.
So
I love
so
it too. The problem with it, it's got a lot of cheese in it, so I can't have it
Mm,
now.
yep.
It sucks.
I love
but,
it.
Yeah.
It is.
Now, interestingly enough,
They do make turkey pepperoni though, because I've made pizzas with it. It's actually pretty
So-
good.
so just so you guys know, like to find a deep dish pizza up here in Canada is darn near impossible.
I'll bet it
I'll
is.
They
ship
almost-
them to you.
You
They
gotta
almost
make it,
don't
Mark.
exist.
You gotta
What
make
was
them.
that?
You gotta make
Wow.
them.
Yeah,
Create a
pretty
market.
much.
Sell them.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yep.
$1 million
Get
right
people
there.
hooked
You
on
can
them.
thank
If
me
you
later.
if you make it with the right ingredients, not
Right.
pineapple.
Okay, we've already crossed the 9 o'clock hour here on Eastern time, 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. So we are going to call it a day. But once again, we have had a rowdy and fun
It's great. Yeah.
round robin Q&A. It's my specialty, and I do it about 2 to 3 times a year. So be sure to tune in the next time we have this, and I'll have more fun and gross questions. The gross ones are my favorite.
Yeah.
So,
Next week's the
what'd you say? Cutting out. Hooray! Yeah.
that we're done, Lori? Is that why you're hooray?
Yeah. Martin's cutting out there pretty bad. Okay, so
Yeah, I
as
think
we
he's
all
frozen. He froze there for a second.
as we all like to say at the end of
Thanks,
our
Lori.
podcast, hang on here. Yes, remember, make mine
Make mine
Silverline.
Silverline. Woo woo.
Make mine Silverline.
Make mine Silverline.